What up guys, welcome back. So today we finally have another review, and it's mostly because I've been waiting to get my hands on these products, because today we'll be looking at a new brand from Canada, which is Wise Men's Care. We'll be looking at their simple and natural men's clay pomade. Basically this is probably one of the best designed packaging we've seen in a really long time. Yes, they approach things in the same way many other people do, very eco-conscious, very all natural, very approaching it such that you're kind of really conscious about sustainability. But the way they design the products, the way they have made the look of everything is just completely different. I mean, you have your jar here, beautiful, and then you have this new concept, which is the refilling container, which you use to refill this once you're finished with the product inside, so you're able to reuse containers. And I'll show you guys both of these up close, but just the way they approach their packaging for everything is just awesome. And this is very simple, but it looks amazing. Even though it kind of looks, I mean, you could think of it as a Capri Sun packet, but still the font choice, the matte plastic, look, just everything is just fucking beautiful. So that's what really got my attention from them, and the reason why I agreed. And so yeah, now we're moving forward and trying to take a look and see how well their pomades perform. And today we'll be looking at the clay. So let's get that close up, I promised. So this is their reusable jar. I mean, it's beautiful. You have a 2-ounce glass rounded jar. We have not seen another jar in this exact shape at all, with what appears to be a veneer wood top with a rubber seal underneath to keep things nice and fresh. You see inside the product is a nice kind of tannish gray, which we are typically accustomed to, and that glass jar, I'm telling you, is very nice and sturdy. Now the cool thing is that this is a reusable jar. If you also choose to purchase their refill, you get it in this nice, just recycled, what appears to be recycled cardboard paper, or some stiffer paper stock for the label. This is Wise Simple and Natural Men's Clay Pomade. Same thing, you get 2 ounces, 60 grams. And if you open this up though, you get this cool little weird baggie here. And obviously I won't be using it enough in the near, within this week to show you guys, but maybe in the near future. You basically use this, you warm it up until it's nice and soft, and you use it to refill this in their system, which you put here, then you push the other container on, and you're just able to push and refill this jar. Because the nice thing is this is a carry-on size, and it's a small convenient jar. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys all that. It's a lot to show, but alright, let's actually use it now. The smell of this pomade is super pleasant, but even more, very interesting and dynamic. I mean, if you really stick your nose in there, you'll get this nice cedar, kind of wood with character type of smell. It doesn't bite like some of the other pomades we've used, because I mean a lot of people have used cedar, for example. I believe the Old Dude's Matte Paste is also a cedar smell, but that one is really spicy. But this one, slightly sweet cedar and very smooth. But when I first opened this jar and I just kind of smelt it very lightly, it smells exactly like this ginger cookie. It was an Asian cookie I used to eat as a kid. I don't remember exactly. Very like some sesame, some ginger, some sweetness, some baked goodness to it, and it is a very pleasant smell. But anyways, I'll start styling it because I know you guys really care more about that, but at least some of you really can appreciate good design and good scent design as well. So scooping it out is a little difficult, it's a little hard. After using it a few times, I've also softened up the first layer, so it's a little easier for me right now, but I do want to tell you guys that the top layer is very stiff, and so you're just wanting to take some time to really break it down. But as you really kind of break it down into your hands, you'll notice it remains very stiff, very dry, but it has this nice paste, and it really kind of suggests that a little is going to go a very long way with this product. And so applying it is still very easy. You definitely want to take small scoops with this product. Not only to just make sure that it's applied evenly, and just because like, I mean, you won't need much. It's just you also, I mean, you just don't want to waste it. It's gonna be like very efficient, very effective, and so you want to make sure that you only apply a little at a time. But of course, applying it, as long as you go a little at a time at least, it's very easy. Not an issue to get it where you need it to be. And yeah. You can feel a little bit of like grip forming, but it has this different feeling where you know it's not going to kind of get any more grippy than this over time. Because with some products, it's still like very wet, and if it's still grippy when it's wet, you just know once it dries, it's going to just be insane. But this product right now, definitely doesn't feel wet at all. If you guys kind of remember, for example, like the Arcadian clay pomade or the old dudes, like matte paste, they feel very wet, which makes them soft at first. I mean, luckily, like Arcadian clay isn't like a super strong product to begin with, so it's still really easy to work with. But for example, like Prelude or also High Rise, those can get very grippy. And so this one though, it has some grip, but it also has a feeling that's most akin to the Baxter clay pomade or like the Lockhart's matte clay, which are very different clay pomades from the ones we've looked in the recent few reviews. And so those have they have some grip, but they stay soft and they remain soft throughout the whole day. And so now we're taking our last very small little like application. Especially for me, this is probably a more prolonged application just because of my hair length compared to your guys, but which allows me to really just effectively get things where I need it and only where I need it. But yeah, I think we're done with the application there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and comb things back. So it's also very easy to comb through, very easy to work with right now. And so we'll just go straight into styling now. Before I actually start to texture this up, I just want to showcase that like you can definitely style a very clean, very matte, neutral, like shine pomp, where it's not super shiny, but you still clean in shape, and it's very possible with this clay pomade. And then, as you can see, we can get some very nice texture here. Kind of add a little more character, keep it a little loose, and the texture sits very, very beautifully. This is a medium hold, or at least marketed as a medium hold kind of texturizing like product, and I would definitely say it's medium firm hold just because it's a very lightweight, definitely like medium firmish hold, but like that really nice strength to weight like ratio really allows you to get a lot of volume out of this product. So overall, consistency out of the jar, it can be a bit tough at first, just break down like that top layer and it gets okay to work with from there, but it is a clay pomade. There is like some good like stiffness to it, so do expect it is like a little tough. Nice thing is that it forces you to use very little product, which you definitely should. What else? Application, very easy once it gets out of the jar, whether you're finger combing or actually combing with like a comb, like very easy to work with. The shine, I would definitely say, is neutral, which definitely my preference over matte or over shiny. I prefer things to be very much neutral. The slickness and the stickiness, kind of like when you were talking about like a texturizing product or clay pomade, we do want some of that just to keep things together so it doesn't fall apart completely. And there is a very nice dry like stick to it. The reason why I chose to use it today, because I'm heading to the dog beach and it probably will get messed up because it's gonna be super windy today. What I want to see is that like it still sticks together. It can fall apart, that's fine, but when I finger comb it back, I want to at least have it stay back and basically stay on my face and also not be a painful experience to finger comb it back. The texture, definitely very coarse, not much fine texture, and so it's very much easy to work with, easy to control. And I mean, leading into the control, this is definitely one of the easiest products I've worked with in a long time. And yeah, so I'm actually pretty damn impressed right now. I mean, hair looks fantastic, and so we'll go throughout the whole day now, come back in a few hours, and we'll talk about how well it performed throughout the day. So, see you guys in a few. Okay, so now that we're at the end of the day, let's go ahead and review how this product performed throughout the day. So, as you can see, things still look pretty damn good. I mean, this is restyled, of course. It fell apart because it got really windy, but this is it restyled, and you can see I still have a lot of volume, I still have great shape. Good texture, did lose a little bit of the texture, but also the neutral finish is definitely still there. So kind of to go through the categories, endurance wise, if you're sitting in the office all day, then it'll probably be fine. If you go out, like run, do any sort of activity, physical activity, then it'll probably get messed up. But unlike other clay pomades that are like kind of like grippy or as strong as this one, it doesn't hurt to restyle with your hands. It doesn't grip your fingers. It isn't discomfort. It doesn't feel like you're ripping out any hairs. Because like the most similar product this is to is the Baxter like of California clay pomade, which is an absurdly rip-off, like super expensive product, but it is a very high performing like clay pomade, and this one performs very similarly, but it works more easily. It feels lighter, gives you just as much volume. You can wash it out more easily, and you can run your fingers through very comfortably. Like this is the weird thing. This like pomade, according to the ingredients, is not really water-based or oil-based. I mean, the best way to describe it would be an oil-based, but the main ingredient is clay, and typically we don't see that. Typically it's either water, wax, or some sort of oil, and then clay is somewhere else along the line. However, kaolin clay is the main ingredient, so this is the first time we've seen something, and it kind of makes sense in the way the product feels. But this is something to note, it is very much a different product, and it styles very differently as well. Restyling it, you can definitely get a lot of volume, as you can clearly see back. You do lose a little bit of the texture. Some of the product kind of just isn't present anymore, and I mean the nice thing is it feels light. It doesn't feel greasy. It doesn't like melt on your face. Doesn't feel like overly dry, and it actually feels very nice. But so the texture does kind of lighten up, and it kind of dries out such that you can really start. The more the finer texture comes out to play, really. But yeah, also washing it out, you can do it in a shower. I would recommend with shampoo. That would make the process easier and definitely get 100% out and give you a good reset for the next day. But yeah, so with all that said, hands down, no question, Wise Simple Natural Men's Clay Pomade receives my seal of approval. It is a fantastic product. It is definitely like a high-end product though, so don't be surprised at the price. It is 32 Canadian dollars, which for us in the US is a little more than 25 bucks. This is a 2-ounce jar. We can't offer you guys a promo code, the Pomp all caps, same as the other ones. However, it will give you a free comb with your first purchase, no matter what size your purchase is. And that's what, at least the best that we can do for you guys to kind of really help make it easier for you guys to really try this out. Because I do believe this is something that's pretty cool and definitely worth trying out if you do have the ability, do have the opportunity to try it out. But yeah, so other than that, take care guys, and we'll be looking at the other cream pomade in a short few, and I hope you guys see you guys in that next review. So take care guys, and peace out.